Hi guys, it's Sabrina. So today I'm going to be filming a video all about applying to college, how to pick your dream college, and just information about how you can get ready for college. A lot of you guys actually requested this on my last video about college and my advice video that I had previously. So I saw that there was a lot of thumbs up, there's a lot of comments kind of saying the same thing, so I thought I would make this video for you guys because a lot of you are seniors in high school getting ready to apply to college, and I know how scary that can be and nerve-wracking, and most of the applications kind of start now. So they do start in the fall. You should be starting to get ready. The first thing that I recommend is that hopefully you've already taken your SAT or ACT, and that definitely is so important. If you have not taken that yet and you're just waiting until your senior year, the problem with that is that because there's not going to be as many chances for you to take your SAT and ACT this year, since I told you, applications are due mostly in the fall. They're mostly due in November or December, something like that, and you get your responses in the spring. You're not going to have a lot of chances to retake those test scores if you're not happy with them. So hopefully most of you did already take the SAT and ACT during your junior year of high school. I definitely recommend you do that. And it depends on what you think is easier. For me, the ACT was way easier than the SAT. So if you think the SAT is easier, then just take that. You can also take both, but in the end you have to pick one that you think reflects your score better. And if you do take both and you get one score on one of them and another score on the other one, just try to convert and see which one you did better on, and then retake that one and try to get a better grade on that. Study for the SAT and ACT. Schools will offer some really great scholarships for those if you do really well on them, and that's always very helpful. They'll give you money to use towards your tuition, which they did for me, which was awesome. So definitely take those seriously. They are serious. GPA is also pretty important for getting scholarships and stuff like that. So GPA and your SAT and ACT scores. The university specifically will look at that. So if you're trying to apply to a big school, that is so important. But what else is important is to have extracurricular activities. So definitely make sure you have, taken a lot of extracurriculars. You have a lot of stuff done, outside work, maybe community service, volunteering. Hopefully, you join some clubs during high school, and anywhere a bum like me. I literally focused only on the academic sides, which means that I definitely did not have such a great chance at those bigger colleges or universities. Stanford, probably would have never happened. Princeton, no. Harvard, no. MIT, no. So the thing is that if you really want to get into those competitive universities, you do have to do really well in all those areas. Extracurricular and academics. Another important thing is that you look at what you can afford. I know a lot of people want to go out of state. I know a lot of people just can't wait to leave. They want to go to California, they want to go to the East Coast, and I was one of them. I was like, I want to go to California for school. And the thing is that I just realized, and most of us realized, that we just can't afford it. I talked to so many people, and most of my suite mates, none of them really wanted to go to the university in state, and none of them wanted to stay here, and they were really bummed out. And I felt the same way. I was like, yep, when I was applying, I didn't even want to go here, and I didn't even allow myself to apply to any schools other than the ones in state, and I just said, I was just like, what's the point? I know I can't go. I already talked to my parents. We can't afford that financially. Then my sister's also going to college. That definitely we can't afford $50,000 a year per girl. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to get an education in state. It's just going to be as great because no matter where you do your undergraduate, that doesn't really matter, I guess. What matters the most is graduate school and medical school, law school, and at schools that you want to get your PhD in. Those are pretty important. So you can go out and go out on an adventure with those, try different places and areas, and definitely apply. I know for medical school I'm going to apply for everywhere, and hopefully they'll accept me somewhere, because that's the point about applying, I guess. For medical school, you go wherever they take you. I also don't know if you guys have noticed, but I sound a little bit nasally. I'm actually getting over a weekend cold, which is that was great. Great surprise there, weekend cold. It's not like I have 3 exams this week or anything. Yeah, life story. Keep in mind what it would be like to live. You'd have to live off campus or on campus. You'd have to get an apartment or something like that, or you'd have to live in the dorms. They're both really expensive, and out of state is definitely more expensive. Just altogether, definitely more expensive. So just keep that in mind when you're picking your university. Also, you know, pick a place that you like, I guess. Don't be like, oh, well, I live in like Washington and it just rains all the time, so let me go to like Arizona because it never rains there. You might not like it. Like, you know, you might just be used to like the Washington weather, and all of a sudden when you go to Arizona, it's so dry, it's so hot, there's no like water, you're dying. So just make sure that you definitely go visit that campus, go visit that university, make sure you like it, you know, it fits you, it has to fit you, you have to feel comfortable there. Try to imagine yourself there, like, oh, look, that'll be me going to the library one day and stuff like that. Like, look around at the kids, you know, see if they're happy, if it looks like it's a nice, friendly area, if you like the zone. And that's so important. So make sure you do visit your future university. Like, don't apply somewhere you've never been to. So for like higher end schools like Harvard and Princeton and stuff, you do have to fill out like a common application, which is very different from just like the usual application you fill out for every school, and that does cost money. Also, by the way, when you fill out an application, you do have to pay, which I think is ridiculous that you have to pay for every application you send to a university. Like, why would you pay? You're not even going there yet. Like, I don't understand. And then they can like reject you and they took your money. Like, how rude. That is so rude. So I definitely recommend you know, you think about that, because it does cost also to apply. So don't apply to like 20 universities and pay like, I don't even know, like $3,000, and you don't even know if you want to go to any of them or not. So keep in mind about that. And let's see. Definitely look up ratings about schools. Make sure that your major, the thing that you're interested in studying, is available at that school, because I know someone who decided that they wanted to go to Hawaii, and they wanted to become a nurse, but they found out that there was no nursing program in Hawaii, so they had to come back after a year. It was very confusing. I was like, you know, why'd you go if you knew that there wasn't a nursing program there? So you have to make sure that your major is available at the university you're interested in studying at. I think I covered mostly everything. And I didn't talk about the common application, but the application just has like a lot more required, like your essays, financial, like needs. It has like more, like, has a lot of like questions about you, and some of those questions were like very, very personal. So I was a bit shocked. I was like, dang, they want to know like absolutely everything about me. So like the common application is pretty big, and it's a big deal. I believe you have to fill it out only once, and then you can just use it for the different schools that you want. I believe that's what it is. I'm not sure though, because I only applied to one school that required a common application. I literally applied to school for fun. It was Stanford. I remember like Instagramming about it, and I knew that I wouldn't go there, and I knew that I probably wouldn't even get accepted, but I just wanted to apply, so I did. And I wanted to see what that would feel like, I guess. So there was my like, oh, I just spent money for no reason application. I just for my like own experience, I just don't recommend you do that, because it was silly. There was no point in me doing that. I already knew where I was going to go. I kind of had it all figured out and set out. And so that is it, I believe. Again, so I don't know if I talked to you guys about the applications, but mostly they will ask you about like your extracurriculars, what your GPA was, how were you involved. They'll have you maybe write an essay or something. Some colleges require that, some don't. And it's pretty simple. You know, you can find most applications online. It's so easy to do. And you definitely apply during the fall. There is early decision, where you can find out earlier, like before winter, if you got into that school or not. And there is also just like normal decision, where they tell you in the spring. So usually you find out in the spring if you got into where you want to go. And then after that, you know, it's down to, you know, whatever you decide you want to do. If you get many acceptance letters, then you pick the one that you feel is right and the one that fits you the most, and that's definitely very important. So I hope you guys found this video helpful, and good luck on picking your university, and good luck when you start. It'll be really fun, I promise. Like, I had a great time, even though I was so nervous, and I'm sure you'll have a good experience as well. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys soon.